Hey man, I got that new TMX Thrustmaster wheel. It's going down.
Xbox One?
I can't wait to play when I get home.
You'll let me play?
Yeah, I mean, after I play first. Yeah.
You know, I'll race it for it.
Well, I have the hand.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 6th round of the FSR Pro Championship sponsored by Thrustmaster. I am terribly sorry for the late start of the broadcast, but I have had some technical issues on my side, so we are terribly sorry for that, but we're live now and that is the most important thing. 3 minutes left in the qualifying session. I also forgot to mention that I also got Sergi Eras here with me as a broadcaster and as a little help in the comment in the box here. So welcome.
Hello.
And yeah, let's get right into it because we are in the final minutes of the qualifying session, and so far Jeffrey Fournier on pole position, which is very surprising indeed. Eugene van Longerberg in second place and Parves in third place. Then we've got Eric Andre in fourth place, Mark Hutchinson in fifth, Ayers in sixth, Lupini in seventh, Gerlof de Vries in eighth, Dave Penning in ninth, and Lorenzo Doherty in 10th place.
He just jumped to fourth place now.
Yeah, exactly. That is a very, very good time from Lorenzo Doherty, actually. So, 2 minutes left. The drivers will be on their final hot laps very, very soon indeed. So let's see, who's going to be the first one to actually start the hot lap. Now I'm watching Kumar, who is on a hot lap right now. He is 1/10 of his personal best, does a mistake, and immediately ends his hot lap before it even finishes. So we've got Dave Paling, who's going to start a hot lap right now. So let's see what he can do. He's got a long start-finish straight. So let's see what the top speed is like coming into turn one. 304. Not too much.
Not the best.
Not the best, not at all. Well, we know that go speed usually goes for higher downforce setups. So, looks like it's not an exception here as well. So let's see what he can do in the first sector. A pretty short one. Can he improve? No, he cannot actually. Which is quite surprising with the track improving and so on. 1/10 of his best first sector and 3/10 off of the current pole sitter Jeffrey Fournier. He has got, actually, Dave Pilling has got some traffic ahead of him. That is Lorenz Doherty from ACR, and there it is Robin Panzer from ACR as well. So let's hope they get out of the way cleanly. And actually it is an improvement for Dave Pilling in the second sector by over 1/10, but still 4/10 off Fournier. So let's see what he can do in the final sector. You have that long back straight and then the run onto the start-finish straight again. Lots of drivers ahead of him preparing for the final hot lap. This could actually screw up his lap time. We'll see. Oh, this is going to be really close with Robin, and they actually make contact, and that's not going to be good for either of those. I bet they are both not going to be very happy with that. Not at all. But while that happens, there's a lot of drivers from the top 10 on a hot lap. So let's see. We've got Eric Andre, who is currently in 5th, has a little bit of an oversteer moment on the exit. It's not going to be an improvement. Right behind Mark Hutchinson with actually quite a nice improvement. This could put him into the top 3. We'll see, can he do it? No, he cannot. It was very, very close actually. The field is very, very bunched up, which is great to see. Now we've got Gerlof de Vries, who is not on an improvement so far, but let's see what he can do in the final sector. Coming up to the final hairpin, a very, very tricky corner to get right. Goes a little bit wide there. Yeah, and oversteer moment on the exit, and that is it for him. Then we have, who is it? That is Eugene van Logenberg. What can he do? Nothing. He gives up. Then we've got Parves, but he is not on an improvement, and that's the same for Doherty as well. It looks like the driver's not really improving. Some making mistakes as well. And Michael Ayers also giving up. Well, that is interesting to see. So let's see if Doherty can do something, but I doubt that he did a big mistake, and indeed he doesn't improve. So that is the qualifying over. That was very chaotic. But yeah, it is done. And Jeffrey Fournier will start from pole position, which is actually quite surprising. But in the end, Jordi Lopez, Lukaszek, Johan Hart, Lorenzo De Kiotis, and Corey Hudson didn't participate in qualifying. I'm not sure if that is a penalty, but it is what it is. So Jeffrey Fournier on pole position. Alongside him on row 1 will start Eugene van Logenberg. Then we have on row 2 Parves and Doherty. On row 3 in 5th and 6th respectively we have Eric Andre and Mark Hutchinson. In 7th and 8th we have Michael Ayers and Mirko Lupini. And in 9th and 10th Gerlof de Vries with Dave Pilling rounding out the top 10. So that is the qualifying. We're going to play a short ad, and we will be back for the warm-up session.
Hey man, I got that new TMX Thrustmaster wheel. It's going down.
Xbox One?
I can't wait to play when I get home.
Yo, let me play.
Yeah, I mean, after I play first. Yeah.
You know, I'll race it for it.
Well, I have a hand.
So welcome back. We are here. Sorry, we are here in the warm-up session, and the drivers are gonna now get used to race fuel again. It's gonna be tough for some, easy for others. So, like I have said, Jeffrey Fournier and Eugene van Logenberg starting on row 1. That is quite a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe we weren't expecting to see them on the front row, but it's nice to see some changes throughout the season.
Yeah, definitely, and it also shows that the grid is very, very competitive and very, very bunched up, very close together. So it is great to see. Of course, there were drivers with penalties, like Lukaszek, who has back of the grid. Then we have Lopez, we have Harv, we have Hudson, and we have Deschutes with starting through the pit lane. So that is a big penalty for them. We know that, of course, that Lukaszek and Lopez are one of the quickest in the pro grid. So what they can do, starting from the back, and especially with Lopez starting from the pits.
Yeah, I guess for the spectators will be fun to see how two fast drivers have to get up on positions throughout the race.
Yeah, they will have to get past, and Malaysia is not necessarily an easy track to overtake on. Obviously, of course, you have the long back straight and then the start-finish straight, but in the second sector, you have, it's very technical, the second sector, and with the dirty air, not really easy to stay close to someone. And the slipstream, obviously it's being made a little bit stronger, but still it won't be necessarily easy. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see overtakes on the track, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be plenty of them, especially with these drivers having the penalties, especially Lukaszek and Lopez. Like I said, they are one of the quickest in the pro grid, so I'm pretty sure they will try and get through the field as quickly as possible. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting race, and it's going to be interesting to see where they can end in the race. Obviously, we have 29 drivers on the grid, so there is a lot of drivers to pass. It's not going to be easy for them, but with the pace they have, I can see them finishing in the top 10 even.
Yeah, I agree. Won't be easy for them to get past, and we will see some different strategies, because I expect either seeing 1 and 2 stops, so it will be interesting to see what every driver chooses to do.
Yeah, I don't really know much how the tires last, how long the tires last, and how the strategies are. You raced in Ace yesterday, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. I haven't watched that race, so I don't really know exactly how it was there. But like you said, it's either 1 stop or a 2 stop, so yeah, it's going to be exciting to see who chooses which strategy, and how big role is that going to play out in the final result. We'll see. But so far, Dave Paling being the quickest right now, which is quite surprising. A 1:35 dead, almost half a second quicker than anybody else. But of course, Lukaszek is on primes. So is Lopez, I assume. Yes, he is. So there's some drivers on the prime tires, but so far Dave Paling being very quick. So we'll see what he can do in the race. I think he's gonna be starting from 10th place.
Yes.
So that's not too bad. But in the end, you might want to start 11th and start on the primes. Who knows? Depends on which tires are better.
Yeah, depends on the feeling of every driver too. Because for me, for example, heavy fuel and primes felt very bad. So maybe for some drivers they prefer to do like less heavier prime stint and then do 2 option stints instead of only 1 stop.
Yeah. Well, we will see. We've got 2 minutes remaining in the warm-up session. Dave Paling so far quickest by half a second ahead of Mirko Lupini from ACR and Eugene van Longenberg as well from ACR. Then we have Wojciech Lukaszek on primes in 4th and Lorenz Doherty in 5th place. That is the top 5. The field pretty bunched up. Lupini, van Longenberg, Lukaszek, Doherty, Hutchinson pretty close together. Then there is another 2/10. Then we have Mikhailovic and Pievich. Pretty good lap time from him. 8 tenths off. Not too bad. Then we have Michael Ayers. Another 2 tenths off. Almost half a second. Almost over a second actually off Dave Penning. Obviously he's on the primes as well. I don't know how... Do you have an idea how big the difference is pace-wise between the primes and options?
Around a second, maybe a little bit less. Depends on the stage of the stint and how good you take care of options, because if you push too much the first lap on options, then on the 4th or 5th lap they are dead.
It's going to be interesting how these drivers can cope with that. We'll see. So 30 seconds remaining. The race should start, or at least the formation lap should start any minute. We'll see. Yeah. And now Eugene van Longenberg actually goes fastest with a 1:34.8. The only driver in 34s. He's going to be starting on the front row. So we'll see what he can do. He will be starting alongside Fournier, who hasn't done a lap so far. And he won't do. So looks like he's pretty confident on Highfield that he doesn't need to go and drive, get more used to it in the warm-up session. So we'll see what he can do. And here we go then, finally. A 42 lap race is going to start in 30 seconds with the formation lap. So let's wait for that, and then we can introduce you to the whole grid.
I expect most of the drivers from 11th to 26th, starting from prime.
Yeah,
Let's see.
definitely. The ambient temperature is 30 degrees, so you cannot really go with a now I got a brain freeze.
With a low radiator.
Yeah, with a low radiator. Thank you. I got an absolute brain freeze. So yeah, let's go through the grid. So, like I said, Jeffrey Fournier starting from pole position, Eugene van Longenberg in second, Haris Parvez in third, Lorenz Doherty will start from fourth. Then we have Eric Andre in fifth and Mark Hutchinson in sixth, Michael Ayers in seventh, Mirko Lupini in eighth, Gerlof de Vries in ninth, and Dave Penning rounding out the top 10. Then we have Cameron Roger in 11th, Robin Panzer in 12th, Peter Schulze in 13th, Niranjan Kumar in 14th, Tom Oldenmanger in 15th, Diego Doko in 16th, Reinier Ferrer in 17th, Sharjel Rias in 18th, Jan Vesely in 19th. Then we have Mike Almeida in 20th, Mikhailo Vicentievich in 21st, Tomas Andrea Miharisova.
That's a difficult name.
That is a very very long and difficult name. Sorry for that if I screw that up. He's in 22nd, David O'Reilly in 23rd, but he is gonna start from the pits on his own. So it is basically Ivan Leonov moving up to 23rd, and Wojciech Lukaszek will start from 24th. Then we have David O'Reilly, like I said, on his own choice, starting from the pits, and then we have, of course, the penalties for Lopez, Hard, Acutis, and Hudson. They have the penalty; they have to start from the pits. So that is the full grid, and the drivers are just going through the last corner to get ready to start the 6th round of the FSR Pro Championship. So the drivers lining up on the grid, heating up the tires, heating up the brakes. That's going to be the most important. Last year in the Pro Championship, there was a huge crash in the first corner. So let's hope we avoid that this time around. We'll see. We have the last drivers getting ready. And everything is ready. And now we have the 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. It was a good start from Fournier. A little bit of an oversteer for Eugene Falogomer, but he looks like he's going to keep up his 2nd place. We'll see coming up to the first corner. Jeffrey Fournier with a very, very good start indeed. Oh, that was very, very close there, but looks like no collisions so far. Actually, just as I say that, not really any collisions, but looks like I heard some crashing noises, but doesn't look like anything serious happened there. Maybe a little bit of a front wing falling off of somebody, but so far so good. So Jeffrey Fournier right now in 1st place, Parvez in 2nd, Van Logenberg in 3rd, and Eric Andre in 4th, and Doherty in 5th.
And Fournier has more than 1 second lead now.
Oh, he has indeed. Over 1 second lead already after half a lap. So that is insanely impressive, to say the least. Let's see what Eugene van Logenberg can do. Can he get ahead of Parvez? Can he not? So far, he is pretty close, as is the whole grid, of course. It's lap 1. Let's see, do we have any battles going on right now? Looks like the closest guys are now 11th and 12th and 13th. Lupini, Schulze, and Panzer. These guys seem to be the most bunched up. We have actually, and Eric Andre goes defensive into the first turn. Whereas Doherty would like to get past. Oh, went for a look down the inside. But yeah, hit him into the rear. Not really hit him, but it was a slight tap. And lost a little bit of time. And Van Logenberg also being very, very close to Parvez as well. This could be interesting. And I think I saw somebody in the pits. And that was the cutest. He lost the front wing, so that was him, I think. He was the cause of the crashing noises. Don't really know exactly what happened there. And I also, yeah, now we're looking at it from the replay. I'll take a quick look as well. Exactly what happened.
Oh, on the penultimate corner, he went too much on the curb and then he
Ah,
spun.
okay. Okay, so he wasn't the cause of the crashing noises. Okay, he spun. Oh yeah, on the curb there. Yeah. Well. I think also Riaz had a drive-through penalty for a jumped start. So that is definitely not good for him. And actually Lorenzo still without a front wing, so it looks like they got something wrong at Netrex there. Maybe made a bit of a miscommunication there with the pit box. We'll see, but Jeffrey Fournier, oh my god, a 3-second lead at the end of lap 2. That is insane. 135.1. The rest of the field in the 36s, apart from Eric Andre, who is in the 35s. And look at that, we have a 4-way battle for second between Parves, Van Logenberg, Andre, and Doherty. This is going to get interesting. Uji Van Logenberg going for it down the inside. Can he make it stick? Oh no, he cannot. And he actually, I'm not sure if they made a little bit of a contact. I think they did. But didn't cause too much damage for Parves, but it caused a little bit of damage to Uji Van Logenberg, at least the time damage. Yeah, I think that was his own fault there. And falls down to 5th place, and as I said, the Doherty ahead of him makes a mistake as well, but doesn't lose any positions, looks like a second there, maybe not even that. And while that happens, Jeffrey Fournier obviously makes good use of it and keeps increasing that gap, which is getting ever so bigger. And now we have more and more drivers joining the party. Now we have 3 flag-to-flag drivers close to Van Logenberg with Doherty there. So it's going to get very interesting. And also Dave Penning in 9th place.
We can see a difference between the option and prime runners because there's almost a 3-second gap between Bailey and Cameron.
Yeah, definitely. It just shows that it's a very technical track, not really the shortest track as well. So it's only obvious that the difference is bigger than maybe normal. But yeah, it's what you would expect normally. Jeffrey Fournier now the gap over 3.5 seconds. He did another fastest lap.
Robin Panzer.
Oh, Robin Panzer, what happened? Oh my god. Oh, and that was with Cameron Roger there actually. Oh my god, what happened there? Oh, and now actually Hart crashed right into the back of Cameron Roger, and that is game over for him. And game over for Hart as well. I have no idea what happened there. That was incredibly weird.
Let's see a replay.
Let's take a look at the replay there. So what happened with Panzer? Oh my god, that was... Oh, so Cameron Roger went for the same attack that Van Logenberg went for on Parves. They got stuck to each other, went into the wall. Okay, Cameron went on 2 wheels. Well, Panzer somehow rejoined the track. Cameron tried as well, and then we have Hart smashing right into the back of him while he was battling with Leonov. There's not really much you can do there actually when you're fighting with someone. Yeah, because he had a driver on the left and he had also Cameron ahead of him. There's not much you can do. But it is what it is. We have 2 retirements and a big time loss. Maybe a little bit of a damage for Robin Panzer as well. He is down to 17th place.
And we see that Lukashek is already on 13th place.
Well, he is indeed. He started from 23rd. Now he's up to 13th, so good job from him. Well, the gap has stabilized between Fournier and Parves. The gap still around 3 seconds.
Yeah, maybe Fournier decided to open a gap, Hamilton style, and then maintain the gap to not damage the tires.
Yeah, and that's a logical thing to do. You don't need to push. If you can, maybe slow down a little bit and manage the gap. I think that's the best way to do, or the best thing to do, rather than keep pushing and pushing. So let's see, we have a lot of battles on our hands here. I don't even know what to watch first. Well, Enric Andre is still piling up the pressure on Parves there. But can't find a way past as of yet. Oh, and I hear crashing noises. Who was that?
I think it was Jan
Oh,
Vester.
that was Jan Vesely, exactly.
That's,
And
yeah,
he's out of
replay.
Yeah. Oh, he got hit by Ivan Leonov there. Lost his rear ring. And, that is game over for Jan Vesely as well.
Yeah.
For the... That is indeed game over for him. And he is still on the track. And he's rolling right into the racing line. Is he gonna actually roll away? He is. I don't really know why he doesn't retire. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, and he's trying to go actually.
And while we were watching the replay, the gap between Parves and Enric Andre has opened a little bit more. Now it's about a second. Oh, and I see Lukasheki is making more positions now. Good overtake from Lukashek on the first 2 corners.
Yeah, indeed. Please take over the commentary for a little bit. I got big internet issues, so I'm gonna try and solve that quickly.
Okay. Let's see now if Dave Paling can have a run on Girl of the Wheels. Getting a good exit on the last corner maybe. Not the best of the exits. And we see that Fournier is slightly pulling away the last laps. It was 3 seconds ahead, now it's almost 4 seconds ahead of the second one.
Okay, I'm back now. Hopefully it is sorted out. I'll try and quickly join the server, test it, and I will continue commentating as usual. So excuse for those little technical problems here.
And rFactor is very close on the straight. Let's see if we can try it on the first corner. No, he decides to not try it yet. And fastest lap on the 9th lap of the stint for Lukaszek. So he's definitely fast on this race.
Yeah, as the stint progresses, I guess it's normal that the primes get faster and the options get slower. So it's gonna keep getting quicker and quicker. So now I'm on the server, so hopefully everything is all right. Everything seems to be all right as of now, so that's good. So Jeffrey Fournier still in the lead, increased it actually to 4.5 seconds. Parvez still in second, and Eric Andre still piling up the pressure on him. In fourth, Doherty. In fifth is Van Logenberg. Ayers in sixth, Hutchinson seventh, De Vries eighth, Paling ninth, and Lupini in 10th place. So let's see, is Eric Andre gonna try and overtake? He might. And he's going for it actually, and he goes ahead of Parvez in the penultimate corner, but he's now gonna try and go around the outside into turn one. Can he make it stick though? And Eric Andre just a nose ahead, and he gets past and up into second place. And I hear crashing noises again. What is it this time? Don't see anything. Okay. Well, thanks to this fight, Fournier now increased the gap to 5.5 seconds. Which after 10 laps, not too bad. And now Doherty closing in on Parvez, as is using Van Logenberg.
And if we take a quick look at the driver standings, this is going to get the 3 front runners on the championship even closer. Oh, the 4th position.
Oh yeah, Lawrence Doherty spinning. I guess. Yes,
Yeah.
it was a spin. What happened there exactly? Oh, he had a contact with Parvez. He was too aggressive going into the airpin. And actually had a little touch with the wall. It probably didn't do anything good to his car. And Doherty is now down to 9th place.
What I was saying about the driver standings, that if the race finishes something like this, it will get even closer, because Harris will get closer to Michael and Lukaszek, and Lukaszek won't get closer to Michael, but will still be very close.
Yeah, and speaking of Lukaszek, he is now in 11th place and closing down on Lupini with Doherty.
Yeah, I remember him
Yeah.
like 5 laps ago. He was like 19 seconds behind the leader, and now he's 16 and a half. So definitely he's catching the leader.
He's closing in quickly. He also has the fastest lap. The only driver in 134s.
I don't know how much fuel does he have on that car, but a 34 with primes is a very good time. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, well that is extremely impressive even. And I think actually Fournier is gonna pit soon. Oh, and we have a battle for 9th place between Doherty, Lupini.
Yeah, we're on board
Let's
with
see.
Lupini. Let's see.
Let's see if he can do it down the inside. No, he cannot. And let's see what Lukaszek can do. Can he do anything about it? Oh, and Doherty is actually, I think, letting Lupini past. Not really sure, but it looked like it.
Oh, something happened with Jordi Lopez.
Oh,
Let's see a replay. Oh, they had contact with another car. I don't know who that is. A Toro Rosso car,
isn't it Almeida?
probably.
Yeah, I think it was. And actually, Fournier into the pits. Well, on lap 12. Well, that is interesting.
Oh, he's not the only one.
Oh, yeah, he's not the only one. We also have Gerlof de Vries and Eric Andre as well. And Diego Doko coming into the pits, as well as is Kuma.
So these drivers that are pitting now, I expect them to go just up.
Yeah, definitely. And Vicentievich also. Otherwise, I don't think anybody else is gonna pit. So, and also now Lukaszek trying an attack on Doherty around the outside. Oh, that was a perfect move into turn 3 or 4. And yeah. So Lukaszek now up into 7th place, and he has Mirko Lupini right ahead of him. So now let's see what the other drivers are going to do then.
Oh, Gerlof de Vries is battling for 14th place after the pit stop. With Enrique Andre. This is actually for position.
Oh yeah.
They've both pitted, I think.
Yeah, and Eric Andre pitted, and yeah, it is indeed. Well, Fournier is in clean air, which is good for him. Now we have Doherty in the pits, Paling in the pits, Van Logenberg in the pits. And Van Logenberg going for another set of options, so that is a for sure 2-stop. Paling on the options as well, Doherty on the options as well. Where are they gonna come out?
And Van Logenberg overcutted Enrique Andre, I think. Yes.
Dave Paling got ahead, just ahead of Gerlof de Vries, but behind Eric Andre there. And actually a smoking engine from Eugene Van Logenberg. Well, I think we can expect Michael Ayers to pit this lap. One a little bit of contact there.
Oh, 4 cars.
Yeah, 4 cars battling for position. Panzer hasn't pitted yet. Dave Paling now. Oh, that was too optimistic, Dave. And let's see now. And Eric Andre can try and attack. And he... Does he get past? Does he not get past? No, he doesn't. Oh, and Eric Andre, whoa, almost bent it into the wall there. Now he's going defensive into the final corner. Oh, a little bit of an oversteer for Gerlof de Vries. He's gonna try it round the outside. That is gonna turn to the inside for the first corner, and he is passed. But Eric Andre doesn't give up and forces a space there, and actually now gets past Dave Penning as well, who made a mistake into turn 1. So Eric Andre has gotten past Dave Paling. And indeed Michael Ayers was in the pits, and he came out in 8th place, ahead of Vlogenberg, ahead of Andre, ahead of Paling, ahead of De Vries, ahead of Doherty.
So he's now virtually 2nd place.
Yeah.
Nice overcut then.
Yeah, it looks like the overcut is working, and especially because all these drivers are fighting and losing seconds.
And Lukaszek is closing the gap to the leader, now only 8 seconds behind, and the leader's pitting now.
Yeah, and Lupini is right ahead of him, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get past, like you said. Hutchinson into the pits, Parvez into the pits, going onto the prime tires, as is Hutchinson. So let's see, where are they gonna come out? Is Michael Ayers gonna have enough time? I don't think so. He might get past Hutchinson. Yes, he will. Just about, and that was usually Vlogenberg hitting him right into the rear of his car into turn 1. But that was weird. That was a very, very late break. That was very, very late braking from using Vlogenberg there. And he loses multiple positions, and I think a little bit of an end plate as well. So Lukaszek now in the lead of the race, actually. Lupini is in 2nd, but he hasn't pitted yet, and he's still on the options, which is quite interesting. Seems like he can really make the tires last.
And if Lukaszek achieves like 1 second faster or something like that than the front runners, after his pit stop he could end up in 2nd place.
Yeah. Oh, he could indeed, yeah. So right now it should be that California is in 1st, basically. Parvez is in 2nd, Ayers is in 3rd, Hutchinson in 4th, and Eric Andre in 5th, Vlogenberg in 6th, Dave Paling in 7th, De Vries in 8th, and Doherty in 9th place. But there are also drivers that haven't pitted yet, so who knows? Yeah. There's some more battles going on there. And Eric Andre battling with Panzer, and we also have Vlogenberg, Almeida, Paling. Oh, so many drivers battling here.
I don't know who to watch.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much stuff going on, I don't even know what to concentrate on. So and Eric Andre, I think, has gotten past Robin Panzer as well, and he is letting Eugene Vlogenberg through, and he's gonna try and hold up the other drivers. Paling is right on his rear, and I'm pretty sure, is he gonna try it down the inside here? No, he's gonna wait it out. But who is impatient is Gerlof de Vries, who gets past Almeida. So does Doherty, but he also had a little contact with Dave Paling there. Can Dave Paling get it done this time? I think Robin is gonna pit this lap.
Oh, and surprisingly, Lukashek is pitting again for primes.
That is interesting. And he comes out in 8th place, so which should basically turn into 5th place, yeah.
Yep.
Which is very good.
But some drivers might not stop again, and he definitely has to stop again.
Yeah, he has to stop again indeed, so we'll see what will happen. But surprisingly, Lupini is still on the options. 18 laps on the options. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pit this lap. He has his pit light on. And wow, 18 laps on the options.
Yeah, I think that's the maximum realistic amount of laps you can get with the option.
Yeah, seems like he's doing a pretty good job, you know, conserving his tires. And Fournier with a big gap of 10 seconds to Parvez. And like I said, Lupini into the pit, so let's take a look and see where he comes out. Well, he takes the primes. And let's see where it comes out. And it is going to be 12th place. It's going to be just... Is it going to be ahead of Lopez or behind Lopez? Lopez is going to have the inside line and Lopez gets through. So that is going to be a time loss for Mirko Lupini, but now Eugene van Logenberg pressuring Eric Andre and Eric on the prime tire and Van Logenberg on the option. So is Hutchinson going to try an attack on Michael Ayers? It's very, very close. He now needs to get a good exit. Try to avoid the dirty air, which he did pretty nicely. But I don't think he's going to be close enough.
No, to get advantage of the slipstream, you really need to get a very good exit of the last corner. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you just have no advantage at all.
Yeah, you need to be close, I guess. So Thomas into the pits. I'm not gonna try and pronounce his surname once again. So I'm just gonna call him Thomas.
Something happened with Dougherty. Let's see a quick replay.
Oh yeah, spun coming out of turn 2. Yeah. I had a little nudge with the wall as well, but shouldn't cause any damage to his car. Well, I heard a crashing noise, but didn't know what it was. But now it's clear, so. And Peter Schulze into the pits at the end of lap 20. I assume he's gonna go for double option now, and he's going for the options indeed. So where is he gonna come out? In 12th place. Pretty close to Cutis, but he is a lap down. We also have a battle between Ferrer and Kumar for 13th place. Both guys really close to each other. But we have lots of battles on the track right now. Or at least close gaps. Oh, and Kumar makes a mistake, and Cute is also in the wall, and he's out of the race. Well, what happened there then? Okay, Kumar has spun on the exit of turn 4. I think he clipped the curb there. And what about... Oh, what was that? What was that with Lorenzo? Oh, he... Okay. Lorenzo basically brake checked Ferrer, who hit him into the rear.
Maybe he was letting him by.
Yeah, he was letting him by, but that was not really the way to do it, I guess.
That's why you don't want to get slipstream from a lapped car.
Yeah, you really don't. So Lukaszek has closed the gap to Hutchinson and Ayres has joined the battle with these two. As Ferrer comes into the pits, I think he had damage on his front wing, and as I said, Lukaszek makes a mistake there at the end of the second sector. Lost almost a second there. Can Hutchinson try it this time? I think he's again too far back. Yeah. He is indeed. Maybe he can try something down the inside, but since they are teammates, I don't think they're going to be too aggressive towards each other.
Definitely, you don't want to crash your teammate that is leading the championship.
Yeah, I think crashing with your teammate is the last thing you want to do. So they're being careful about that, which is good. And Kumar actually out of the race. So we've got 24 drivers on the grid. We have finished the first half of the race. And we have 5 retirements, which is very good, actually. It's not too bad at all. And Parvaz is actually closing the gap to Fournier, it seems. The gap was 10 seconds a few laps ago, and now it is 8.5, so we'll see how that progresses. And actually, Eric Andre going defensive, fight for 6th place between himself and Van Logenberg in the ACR car. Can he try it round the outside into turn 1? He has a very good top speed. But no, doesn't seem like it. Maybe he can try it into turn 4. Oh, braking very, very late and just narrowly misses an Eric Andre's car there. And that is not the first time from Van Logenberg when he braked this late. And I think actually Lukaszek is starting to prepare himself for an attack on the flag-to-flag cars ahead of him. I mean, hell, with the pace he has, he should be a WC driver.
Yeah, he definitely could be.
So let's see, is he going to be able to do something? No, I think so. Not this time around, I don't think.
Will be very difficult for him if Hutchinson has a slipstream too.
Yeah, exactly. Because it looks like the flag-to-flag cars have just a little bit better top speed than the go speed. Because Hutchinson was pulling away from him. Hutchinson had slipstream also. Lukaszek had slipstream, but Hutchinson was pulling away, so... Yeah.
And while we are on board with Lukaszek, we can see the effect of the dirty air, because he has to leave more than normal on some corners.
Yeah. And it also doesn't help his tires as well. I mean, if he would have been on the options, it would have been a terrible stint for him. And now actually a battle between Lupini and Peter Schulze for 10th place.
Oh yeah, they are side by side.
Yeah, Schulze tried it down the inside into the final corner. Didn't really work out, so he's now gonna try and go around the outside on Lupini. Can he do it? Brakes much later. And can he hold it? Yes, he can. But now Lupini is gonna try and come back at him. But I don't think he's gonna do it. He seems to be too far back already, and he loses the position to Peter Schulze. He's down to 11th, Peter up into 10th place. And Doherty in the pits.
Yeah,
That
heard
is
some
that
noise.
is
I don't know if something happened, let's see.
Vicentievich was in the pits as well, and he also crossed the white line on the exit.
Oh, Doherty missed the entry pit lane. He did a 360 without damage.
For the fans.
Yeah.
And as I say that, Van Logenberg comes into the pits.
And he exits in 12th place. He has not to stop again, I guess.
No, he hasn't, I think. The gap to Fournier is still coming down. It's under 7 seconds between himself and Parvas, so looks like the flag-to-flag driver has picked up the pace a little bit and keeps closing down the BB Metcalfe driver.
What we know about these two drivers is that Fournier definitely has to stop again. Oh no, oh
Yeah.
no, he's on primes, but he pitted very early, so
Yeah, lap 12, so...
yes, I guess he has to stop again. But Parvez stopped at 15, I think, and he doesn't have to stop again.
I mean, I know your teammate, so you probably know his strategy.
No, I don't know it. They
You
were
don't? Okay.
they were between 1 and 2 stop, so I don't know what strategy they decided.
Okay. Okay then. So Dave Penning into the pits and Eric Andre into the pits. Penning goes onto the primes and Eric Andre onto the options. Just ahead of Lopez, Ferrer and Cutis out of the race. Diego Doko also into the pits. He's taking the prime tires. David O'Reilly from 17th also into the pits.
Oh, and Vergier went too much on the curb. He lost the car and the rear wing.
Mm.
DNF'd.
Yeah, that's for sure. O'Reilly, another set of options. Rias into the pits as well. He's taking the primes as well.
Oh, and Lukaszek is very close now.
Oh yeah. They've got drivers ahead of them, so that could potentially give Lukaszek a chance to make an overtake. He's really almost touching the back of Hutchinson there. That's how close they are. You probably wouldn't be able to stick a paper in between those two cars. That's how close it was. So can he try something this time around? I don't think he will. Let's compare the top speed between these two. Hutchinson 3:14. Lukaszek almost not even 3:10, and Ayers comes into the pits. This could be a chance for Lukaszek. Parvas into the pits as well. Can Lukaszek try something now? He cannot.
And this is the moment when Lukaszek has to push as much as he can to get the overcut work.
Yeah.
Oh, and Parvez pitted again. I missed that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what is Santiago doing there? Oh,
Oi, oi, oi.
Jesus Christ. That was a bit unneeded. But at least they didn't crash, so that's a positive thing. And Hutchinson into the pits. So Lukaszek now in the lead because Fournier in the pits, Hutchinson in the pits, Gerlof de Vries in the pits.
And Michael Ayers is very close to Lupini.
And Michael Ayers has a penalty. Drive-through penalty. Speeding in the pits, I would assume. As he's battling with Lupini. Contact there into turn 2, but Ayers gets past. Now he has Enric Andre right behind him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get past very quickly as well. He's gonna try it down the inside. But Lupini may actually hold his position there. Oh, that's very, very close, and they actually touched each other, yeah.
It's very close to keep there on the outside, but with fresh tires it's doable.
Yeah, I think Andre closed in on Lupini too much, didn't really give him too much space there. But it is what it is, and now Hutchinson is right behind Enric Andre. And Lukaszek still continues on, he's gonna keep pushing like crazy. So, well, that is very, very unfortunate for Michael Ayers that he has the penalty.
Fastest lap of the race for Lukaszek now, definitely he's pushing a lot.
Yeah, 34.7, that's really quick. And already out of the race.
Oh, let's see what happened.
Yeah, as Schulze also into the pits for another set of the option rubber.
Oh, he lost the car at the end of the first sector.
Ah, okay. Well, that's unfortunate for him. 22 drivers remaining for the last 10.5 laps. And like you said, Lukaszek with the fastest lap, so he is certainly pushing. Seems like the primes are working really well, even on... and he's still continuing. Which I don't really see as a bad thing, since he has this kind of pace. Now it was a 35.0, so 0.3 slower, but I think it's still going to be very quick. So yeah, still quicker than Fournier, quicker than Parves, as Ayers comes into the pits to serve his penalty. So it seems like that Lukaszek, even with a 0.3 slower lap than last time round, he is still the quickest on track. So where is Michael Ayers gonna come out? Might even be outside the top 10. He's just gonna come out in 10th place, as Jordi Lopez was in the pits as well. He's gonna come out in 12th place. We haven't seen much from Jordi, have we?
No, he has been lost almost the whole race.
Yeah.
Well, probably because he started from the pits, so it's difficult to overtake.
Yeah, of course. So Lukaszek keeps increasing the gap. The gap up to 14 seconds as he comes into the pit. So let's see how his pit stop is gonna go. Pretty quick entrance into the pits. So hopefully it all goes all right for him, and I think he's gonna come out in third place. That was a pretty quick stop. And spot on.
Very good job from him after starting from the back of the grid.
Yeah. That is a very good job. And let's see if he can do something in the last 10 laps. I don't really think there's so much he can do. But still, from back of the grid to a podium spot, yeah, it's very impressive.
And maybe if the race ends like this, he jumps Michael on the championship.
Yeah. Probably. And he is actually closing the gap to Parvaz and Fournier actually very quickly as well. The gap at the start of the lap was 5.1 seconds. At the end of the lap, it is 3.7 to Parvaz. He closed the gap by almost 1.5 seconds. I think it's actually going to get quite interesting in the last couple of laps here with Lukaszek.
Purple sector 2 and 3 for Lukaszek.
Yeah.
It's gonna get interesting, definitely.
Yeah, he is closing the gap insanely quickly. I think that if he can get past Parvaz as soon as possible, then he could have a shot at Fournier, but it's going to be incredibly difficult to do. I think if he's going to finish second, it's going to be a victory for him.
Definitely. In front of the two competitors with him on the championship.
Yeah, but first to finish second, he has to overtake Parvaz. But again, he's closing them both down incredibly quickly. I think it's going to be almost another 1.5 seconds this time around. I think it's going to be a easy 1:33. Maybe. Or maybe not, I don't know. Almost 1:34.1. Wow. And the gap has gone down by another 1.5 seconds. The gap only 1.9 between himself and Parvaz. And Parvaz now has traffic ahead of him. Well, and they're not making it any easy for him anyway. Now Lukaszek is gonna have to go through the same pain. We've got 6.5 laps to go. Not much time left. So Lukaszek needs to get a move on. Parvaz has cleared the traffic. Lukaszek has Vicentievich only ahead. and he has moved out of the way very nicely indeed. And the gap now between Parves and Lukaszek almost under a second now. But still, even with the back markers holding Lukaszek up, he was still half a second quicker than Fournier and a second quicker than Parves. So, yeah, like I said, once again, he is an absolute beast today.
Yeah, definitely. If he didn't have that penalty, he could have done like Callas did yesterday, probably.
Yeah, probably. Most probably, yeah. And he's very close now. He could try something into the final hairpin. He has a look and actually goes for it in the end. Parves gave him just a tiny bit of room and he immediately went for it, and they are now side by side going into turn one. But Lukaszek actually wasn't gonna try and go around the outside. That was weird. I was gonna say he could try something into turn 4, but he had that oversteer moment there, so no chance. He's gonna have to wait for the end of the lap once again. Actually, Parves now locking up, outbraking himself.
He feels the pressure.
Yeah, he definitely feels the pressure now. But yeah, there's not many opportunities in the second sector. Oh, and he makes another mistake. And this could be it. This could very well be it for Parves and his second place, because Lukaszek gets past coming out of the final corner, but now Parves is gonna have the slipstream. And actually, oh my god. Oh, look at that! Parves down the inside in the end. Oh my god, that is an insane attempt. Wow, what a battle. I was absolutely speechless as I saw that. Lukaszek right now is ahead, and he is ahead officially. It is done. Wow, what a battle. Parves tried to do something Ricciardo-like, what he did in 2014 very often. He was on the outside, then he let off the throttle and switched sides, aggressively went for the inside and got the job done without the opponent even knowing what was going on. So Parves tried to do the same thing. Lukaszek closed the door, so Parves went for the outside, then Lukaszek opened up the door, so he went for the inside again. And wow, what an attempt. But Lukaszek in the end up into second place, and we've got 3 laps remaining in this race. It has gone by quite quickly, I have to say. While we have a battle for 6th place between Lupini and Gerlof de Vries, while Van Logenberg is out of the race actually. In the final stages of the race.
Let's see what happened to him. Oh, the curve again. There are some curves here. Need to be very careful.
Yeah, I need to be really, very careful there. Sorry. As Geralt de Vries tried an attack down the inside on Mirko Lupini into turn 1, they banged wheels as they approached the corner. And now Geralt de Vries could try the same attack down the inside into turn 4. Is he gonna get the job done? No, he doesn't. At least not yet. No, he doesn't. But you can just see that he is so much quicker through the corners. He's on the option, so that helps a lot. But only for a limited period of time.
Maybe he can try it now in turn 1. On the outside.
Yeah, maybe he very well can. But no. In the end, not a chance just yet. He has not even 2 laps to go now. So Gerlof needs to get a move on. Breaks very late into turn 4, but outbreaks himself just a little bit. But really, he has nothing to lose at this point. I mean, if he makes a little mistake, then there's nobody behind him directly, so he can try and risk a little bit. I heard a crashing noise.
Yeah.
And that is Leonov.
Let's see what happened.
I think that was coming out of the final corner there.
He already had the car damaged.
Yeah, he had suspension damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he clipped the outside curb. Coming out of the final corner. He got stuck. And then he went up the grass. He jumped into the air. That spun his car around and into the wall. Lost his front and rear wing. Game over for Leonov. So, last lap of the race.
And Lukashek is only 2 seconds behind the leader. If the race was 2 more laps.
Yeah, he would have maybe even gotten him and won the race from dead last.
There is no close battle anymore, I think. Let's go to see the leader cross the line.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just see each second Lukashek is getting closer and closer. The gap almost under a second now on the final lap of the race. But today is Fournier's day in the VB Madcape car. He comes out of the final corner to win the 6th round of the FSR Pro Championship in the Malaysian Grand Prix. Here at Sepang, Jeffrey Fournier is the winner. As Lukashek finishes in second place, Parvez in third, Hutchinson in fourth, and Eric Andre in fifth. Dave Penning is gonna come home in sixth.
Something happened with Gerloff and Lupini DNF'd.
Oh, Jesus. As Michael Ayers actually finishes 7th, yeah. Schulze is 8th, Lopez 9th, Gerloff de Vries is classified as 10th, Lupini as 11th.
But they will end up 15th and 16th. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they are based. Okay, so oh yeah, so it's DNF for them. Wow. Well, that is a big shame. They were in the top 10, so. Wow. Insane. So, as the other drivers then has crossed the grid, I'm just gonna finish it up. So, in 10th place, rounding out the top 10 is Diego Doko. In 11th, Mike Almeida, 12th. Tom Oldenmanger, 13th, Robin Pansar, 14th, David O'Reilly. Then we have in 15th as a DNF, Gerloff de Vries, 16th as a DNF, Mirko Lupini. 17th finished Corey Hudson, Rias finished 18th, Vicentievich 19th, and Thomas in 20th place. Otherwise, Leonov, Loganberg, Doherty, Ferrier, Kumar, The Cutis, Vesely, Roger, and Harv haven't finished this race. So that was it then. A pretty dramatic race, I have to say. It was very entertaining, no?
Yes, I had fun.
Yeah, me too. And I hope you all had fun as well. Like I said at the start, sorry for the late start of the stream, but that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, make sure you tune in for the World Championship race that is gonna start in around 60 minutes. So make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, that is it all from both of us. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we'll see you next time.